Hello, welcome to the College of Sciences Academic Advising presentation. In this presentation, we'll be covering information about the following topics. What is academic advising and what academic advisors do? Your science roadmap. Policies to keep in mind. And scholarships and resources on campus. So what exactly do academic advisors do? An academic advisor works with students to help them through their academic careers at a university. The following is just a short list of what academic advisors you at UNLV can do for you. Academic advisors can help with exploring majors and career options, declaring majors and minors, building course plans, explaining the petitions and appeals process, sharing resources, explaining college policies, and preparing you for graduation. While this is just the beginning of what academic advisors can do for you, the main goal of an academic advisor is to listen to you and to understand what your goals are. This is so they can best support you wherever you wish to go with your career. Now, with that being said, let's get into your sciences roadmap. In this science roadmap, you'll learn about some requirements, policies, and tips that can be helpful in your success at UNLV. Credit counts. In order to graduate for UNLV, you must satisfy the following requirements. In total, you must have a minimum of 120 credits. Of those 120 credits, 60 credits must come from a Nevada system of higher education institution. 40 credits must be earned from upper division courses, which are 300 to 400 level courses. Many of our majors go beyond 120 credits. It is highly encouraged to meet with an advisor to go over the unique credit requirements for your major. Common sequencing. Within our majors, there are common courses that students take. Those courses are often sequenced or are prerequisite of each other. This means that students must take one course and pass it before moving on to the next. Below are some common sequences you'll want to keep in mind, requirements, and how your courses flow from one course to another. For math, a common sequence you could see is starting at Math 126, pre-calculus, then moving to Math 127, pre-calculus 2, and from there onward to Math 181, calculus 1. For chemistry, you could start at Chem 103, preparatory chemistry, then Chem 121A and Chem 121L, general chemistry 1, and then to Chem 122A and Chem 122L, general chemistry 2. For English, you could start at English 101, which is composition 1, and go to English 102, which is composition 2. For physics, it will depend on what major you are in. You have two different sequences, Physics 151A and Physics 151L, General Physics 1, to Physics 152A and Physics 152L, General Physics 2, or Physics 180 and Physics 180L, Physics for Scientists and Engineers, Physics 181 and Physics 180L, Physics for Scientists and Engineers 2, and finally Physics 182 and Physics 182L, Physics for Scientists and Engineers 3. For seminar courses, you will start with the first-year seminar course. Complete English 102 and 30 credits of other courses to be able to seminar course. With these common sequences in mind, let's take a look at general education requirements common for science majors. General education requirements are a portion of curriculum common to all undergraduate students regardless of their major. It exposes students to various domains of knowledge and ways of comprehending the world around us. General education requirements will differ between colleges at UNLV. For the College of Science, you will likely have the following requirements. 2 English courses, likely English 101 and 102. 2 seminar courses. 3 social science courses. These are courses that give us different viewpoints, psychology or criminal justice. The social science courses you choose must come from different fields of study. 2 humanities courses. These are courses that explore different aspects of human society and culture. Humanities must also come from different fields of study. 1 fine arts course. 1 United States Constitution course and 1 Nevada Constitution course. These courses can be taken as 2 separate courses or as 1 combined. 1 multicultural course. These are courses that study different groups of people within the United States. And 1 international course. These are courses that study different groups of people around the world. Some of these courses can double dip with one another to complete 2 requirements instead of 1. You will want to speak with an advisor to see what these courses are and if they would be a good fit for you and your career goals. Speaking of career goals, let's talk about some things to consider when thinking about professional and graduate school. If you are thinking about moving on to professional or graduate school after your undergraduate program, you'll want to consider getting involved on campus early. This could be in the form of research, volunteer work, job shadowing, and others of the like. You will also want to consider speaking with either the pre-professional advising center or a graduate coordinator about the programs you are interested in. Additionally, be sure to keep in mind your GPA. You'll want to study hard in your undergraduate program in order to earn a competitive GPA and prepare you for your professional school exams. These exams have weight when it comes to your application to professional schools. Finally, when asking for letters of recommendation, make sure you are reaching out to people that know you well academically and can vouch for you and your skills as a student. These could include your professors, research mentors, or even academic advisors. There are many things to consider when applying for professional schools. However, do not feel like you are alone. There are offices here on campus that can help your journey. For right now, let's move on to some major-specific information. For some majors, you may have an additional advisor to meet with for support. For example, geology, earth and environmental sciences, and physics majors have faculty advisors that they will want to meet with. These faculty advisors can help you with your career exploration and connect you with research opportunities. If you do not know who your faculty advisor is, please contact the department of your major for support. You'll also want to contact the departments with questions about course permissions, research and volunteer opportunities, and internships. For students in the Honors College, you'll have an honors advisor to meet with. Your honors advisor will help you navigate your honors requirements and support your career exploration. But what if you do not want to be in the College of Sciences? Well, let's go over declaring and changing majors and minors. If you wish to change your majors or minors outside of the College of Sciences, you'll want to make sure that you are reaching out to a specific advising center that houses that major or minor. For example, if you are wanting to change majors to hospitality, you will want to reach out to the College of Hospitality's Advising Center. Be mindful that different majors and minors will have different requirements needed to declare and change them. Additionally, some majors may have concentrations or areas of study that students must declare in. For example, the Biological Sciences major has 5 different concentrations you could declare in. If you wish to change majors within the College of Sciences, you must have at least a 2.5 cumulative GPA and be eligible to take Math 126. Now that you have some information about the requirements, let's talk about policies you'll want to keep in mind, starting with credit limits. As a student, you are only allowed to take a certain amount of credits per semester. The amount of credits you are allowed to take is determined by how many credits you have already completed. For students between 10 to 29 credits, you are allowed to take up to a maximum of 17 credits per semester. For students with 30 or more credits, you are allowed to take up to a maximum of 18. For summer session credit limits, you are allowed to take up to 4 credits in the first session, and up to 7 credits in the second and third sessions. We do not recommend students take the maximum amount of credits each semester. This is because to make sure that you aren't overwhelming yourself with too many courses together at the same time. The key to success at UNLV is keeping a balanced schedule. However, if you feel comfortable taking the maximum amount of credits each semester, please reach out to your advisor to see what your options are. If you have extenuating circumstances where you need to go over the average and credit limits, you can request to do so through use of a credit overload petition. These are not typically allowed for first-year students because we ask for students to have an academic record and a GPA with UNLV that shows that they can handle the rigor of additional credits. Most first-year students are just starting out at UNLV, so they may not have an academic record or an established GPA yet. That being said, all petitions are reviewed on a case-by-case basis. If you're looking to petition for a credit overload, please speak with your advisor and submit the form in advance for review. If a credit overload doesn't seem like an option for you, you may look into transferring credits to UNLV. On the next slide, we'll be talking about transfer credits and their policies. If you have taken credits at another institution, or are looking to enroll at another institution concurrently with UNLV, you will want to keep in mind the following. For any science course, math, biology, chemistry, physics, or geosciences, You must have a C or higher for the credits to transfer and count towards your degree requirements. Anything below a C will not apply. If you are taking courses in another state, you'll want to speak with your advisor about possible evaluations needed for those courses to transfer. Some courses may not be used to fulfill requirements for degrees here, so make sure you double-check with an advisor before enrolling in those courses. The residency credit policy states that in order to graduate from UNLV, you must complete your last 30 credits at UNLV uninterrupted. This means you cannot transfer credits from another institution during your last year at UNLV. If you do, then you will need to repeat the last 30 credits over again. However, if the credits transferred over during your last 30 credits are from an NSHE institution such as UNR, TMCC, CSN, NSC, or other, it will not break this policy. Once you have completed the credits at these institutions and receive final grades for them, please make sure you are submitting your official transcripts to UNLV's admissions office. Please be advised that transcripts can take some time to be processed, so send them at your earliest convenience. To complete your degree, you'll want to speak with an advisor to see what your options are when it comes to your major. With this in mind, we're going to switch gears into academic policies. For some of you, you may be taking biology courses throughout your career here at UNLV. Therefore, you will want to keep in mind the Biology 3 Attempts policy. In the Biology 3 Attempts policy, students have 3 attempts at a biology course. These attempts include audits, withdrawals, any earned grades, and any retakes. This policy is particularly important to biology students. If you do not pass your core courses with a C or better in 3 attempts, you will not be permitted to continue with the major and you will need to change it. Your core courses are Bio 190A and Bio 190L, Introduction to Cell Molecular Biology, Bio 191A and Bio 191L, Intro to Organismal Biology, Bio 351, Microbiology, Bio 300 or 304, Principles of Genetics, and Bio 415, Evolution. If you are facing challenges when it comes to your biology courses, please reach out to your advisor. They have resources that they can provide to you and can talk about your options when it comes to your degree. Though these aren't the only items you'll want to keep in mind. 2 other items you want to think about are 15 to finish and the Math Gateway policy. If you have attended new student orientation, you probably recall hearing about 15 to finish. But what exactly is it? Well, 15 to finish encourages students to take at least 15 credits every semester to make a total of 30 credits each year. This means you are likely to graduate in 4 years. However, if you feel as if you're not comfortable with taking 15 credits each semester, that's okay too. Our advisors can work with you to develop a graduation plan that suits your needs. We strongly recommend that students check in with their advisor, either via email or appointment, at least once per semester to make sure you are on track to graduate. So what about the Math Gateway policy? In all of your degrees, you are required to complete certain math courses. Math courses are often used as prerequisites to other degrees. Make sure you are enrolling into them in order to satisfy your degree's math requirement. This also makes you more likely to graduate in 4 years. If you need support in your math courses, see the academic resources listed on our website or reach out to an advisor. Now that you are aware of some of the policies within the College of Sciences, let's talk about academic probation and suspension. In order to understand academic probation and suspension, you must understand what a grade point balance is. A grade point balance, or GPB, is a calculation that indicates how far above or below a student is from a 2.0 grade point average, or GPA. This aids in helping students determine what grade is needed to bring their GPA up to a 2.0. As students, you'll want to keep your GPA at least a 2.0 or above, and your GPB at a 0 to avoid academic probation and suspension. Students are placed on academic probation when their cumulative GPA falls below 2.0. They will then be notified by the College of Sciences and encouraged to meet with an advisor to talk about their options moving forward in their degree. If your GPA and GPB continues to fall, you will be put on academic suspension. Students are placed on academic suspension when their GPB falls to a -15 or below, and will not be able to attend UNLV for a minimum of 1 calendar year or take any UNLV courses. Students will be automatically readmitted to UNLV in the semester immediately following their required 1-year suspension period. Academic probation and suspension can happen to anyone, and it is not to be seen as a punishment to students. Rather, you can see this time as a way to reflect on your learning and your motivations. It is a good time to reflect on your study habits, your time management, and any extracurricular commitments you may have. It is important to speak with your advisor if you feel that you are close to academic probation or suspension in order to discuss your options moving forward. Now, with that being said, let's move on to some important tutorials when it comes to enrollment. Prior to enrolling in courses, you want to make sure that you have met with your advisor at least once to discuss your course planning. If you are a science student, you should have received a degree sheet from your advisor during new student orientation. If you are not a science major student, please make sure you are meeting with your college advising center for support. Advisors are often asked if they can enroll students in courses, and the answer is no. After your first semester at UNLV, you will be responsible for enrolling yourself in courses. One thing you should keep in mind is your enrollment appointment date. This appointment date is not an actual appointment with your advisor. It is the date and time you are allowed to start enrolling in courses. To find your enrollment appointment date, you'll want to follow these steps. Step 1. Log in to My UNLV. Step 2. Click on the Enrollment tile. Step 3. Click on the Enrollment Appointments tile. And Step 4. Select a semester to view when you can enroll in courses. Once you have figured out your enrollment appointment date, your next step is to enroll in courses. To enroll in courses, please follow these steps. Step 1. Log in to My UNLV. Step 2. Click on the Enrollment tile. Step 3. Click on Class Search and Enroll section. Step 4. Click on the term in which you would like to register. Step 5. Search for your courses. You can query by course code or title, or through the Additional Ways to Search option, or through your recently searched and favorited courses. Step 6. Review the class section. Make sure you have completed the prerequisite courses needed for enrollment into the course. You'll also want to review the time and day the course takes place so you avoid double booking yourself. Step 7. Click Next to enroll, or click Add to Cart to save and review for later. For courses that have additional labs like Bio 190A and Bio 190L, you'll want to put the course in your cart first. Put both the lab and lecture pieces of the course in your cart first, then click on Enroll to enroll in the courses at the same time. My UNLV will not allow you to enroll in courses that have additional labs unless both pieces of the course are enrolled in at the same time. Step 8. Review your courses and click Submit to enroll in the course. There will be a green check mark you have enrolled successfully. If you receive a red X, you'll want to review if you have completed the proper requirements needed for enrollment, or you may need to ask for course permissions from the respective departments. If you run into any issues while enrolling into courses, please reach out to your academic advisors for support. With these tutorials in mind, let's look into some helpful resources. Mid-semester courses are a great way to supplement credits if you completed a course before the semester ends. They are also great if you are in need of additional credits because you had to audit or withdraw from a course during the semester. These courses are typically 5 weeks long and start during the semester's halfway point. They are typically fast-paced, paid out of pocket, and usually satisfy general education requirements. However, if you do pick up a mid-semester course, you want to be aware of the maximum credit limits you have. For example, if you were at 15 credits and you try to add on a 3-credit course, you will be exceeding your credit limit. If you are looking for these courses, they pop up near the halfway point of the semester, and you can find them through the Enrollment tile on My UNLV. Placement exams are a great way to get ahead for any courses that may have prerequisite course requirements. For example, if you're looking to start in Chem 121 A&L and not in Chem 103, you could take the Chemistry Placement exam. You'll need to score at least a 24 or above to place into Chem 121 A&L. If you score below that, you'll be placed into Chem 103. You can retake the exam up to 2 times. However, retaking the exam means you will need to wait at least 3 months between your attempts. For more information about placement exams, please reach out to your advisor. You can also submit AP and IB scores to UNLV for credit. Please submit your AP and IB scores to UNLV's admissions office and be sure to follow up on those scores with your advisor to see if they have been received. For some of you, you may be interested in going to professional school after graduation. Professional schools can be medical, dental, pharmacy, veterinary, etc. The Pre-Professional Advising Center, or PPAC for short, can help you with pursuing these goals. PPAC can assist you in becoming a competitive candidate for professional schools through taking a look at what extracurricular activities could best prepare you for the fields you wish to pursue. The main difference between PPAC and your academic advisor is that PPAC helps with the extra requirements of professional school, while your advisor helps you complete your degree at a pace that is comfortable for you. If you are planning to apply to professional school, please make sure you meet with your academic advisor and your PPAC advisor to develop a path for success. Student organizations. UNLV has over 350 registered student organizations, including organizations that are interest-related, such as anime clubs, major and career-related, such as the Pre-Health Society, and many more. Joining a student organization is a great way to network with people on campus, share common interests, as well as academic and career goals. Research. Depending on what you want to do after graduation, research will likely be part of your time at UNLV. UNLV is an R1 status research institution. This means there are numerous opportunities for undergraduate students to participate in research and get hands-on experience. The Office of Undergrad Research partners students interested in research with professors that are looking for extra help. It's never too early to start working in research. Self-care. When it comes to your academic journey, please make sure that you are taking care of yourself as well. Your wellness is important to us here at the College of Sciences, and there are many resources available to help with your self-care. To learn more about wellness, please take a look at our student wellness website. While we want you to be studying hard at UNLV, we also want you to have some fun too. To stay connected with everything happening on campus, check out UNLV's calendar and other social media platforms. When it comes to scholarships and funding your journey, there are plenty of opportunities to seek out. Specific departments can have scholarships, so can CSUN or your student government, and even the College of Sciences have some. In order to be eligible for scholarships, please make sure you are submitting your FAFSA forms every year, or an alternative needs form. A great opportunity and resource to you is studying abroad. Studying abroad is a great way to not only see the world, but also get some of your requirements out of the way for your degree. You'll want to inquire about this early, as spots are limited, and some programs may need courses to be pre-approved by the departments. You also want to make sure you are meeting with your advisor, as the best time to study abroad is dependent on your major. There are programs offered for the spring and fall semesters, and during the winter and summer breaks, so there is plenty of time to take this opportunity. There are also study abroad scholarships available to help fund you in your studying. To learn more about study abroad programs, please visit the International Programs Office. Around campus, there are plenty of resources here to help you be successful. From academic support through tutoring resources and academic advising to wellness support through the Student Wellness Center and counseling services, you'll find that there is often an office on campus that can help support you and your needs. Ask your advisor about our resource list for additional support options. You are also welcome to reach out to our science departments as a resource for support as well. They can help with course permissions, talk about internships and research, and help with connecting you to your professors. This concludes our presentation for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. A final tip for you, if you have any questions, reach out to your advisors or front office staff. We are always happy to help. You can email us at sci.advising@unlv.edu or give us a call at 702-895-2077. When you call, you will have the option of choosing an advisor callback. If you call our front desk, we will take your information and an advisor will call you back within 24 business hours to answer any questions that you may have. Be mindful that these are brief calls meant to address quicker questions. Full 30-minute appointments can also be scheduled by calling our front office. For now, please take care, stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you all in an appointment soon.